Alrighty, so daily analysis of what happened today in the market. Um, so the daily were still bullish, but internal was bullish. We just had the eyeballs, but I'm expecting price to potentially go to that unmitigated demand that has inducement in front of it because that demand it's the flip, but it doesn't have any inducement, so it's weak. I was expecting the daily to break that that demand potentially. Um, So looking at the H4, same thing. Swing is bullish, internal is bullish, but I'm still expecting price to mitigate deeper and mitigate potentially the EQ and potentially even lower, right? So once price was there for that day, was expecting price to continue lower. We had this range that was my internal high, internal low. I had drawn that supply in the extreme, the only two unmitigated supplies. This one didn't have inducement, so I was waiting for more confirmation and not take an LC2A directly from here. So coming into session, we basically just had a clean CHoCH right there after we swept that inducement in front of that inside bar, right? We just had that clean CHoCH, leaving us with one extreme supply. Went to the 5 minute. We had a clean LC1 here, a clean fractal high. We broke it. Our entry should have been there, but unfortunately I missed that trade. Happens. I wasn't in front of my chart at that moment, so I missed that trade. Of course, I wouldn't cover the highs in this case because, well, um, the risk reward will not be enough. So yeah, covered highs, and yeah, TP would be, it depends on what price, depends on what I would target, but for that, I think because the M15 is bullish, I would probably just target somewhere around like next level for 1 to 4, 1 to 5, but it went to 1 to 9 in total. So yeah, that's basically the trade that I missed. Unfortunate. Yeah, I wasn't in front of the chart, but it cost me a bit not taking this trade, but that's totally fine. Best thing that happened because, well, I tested it myself and I didn't really revenge trade nor forced any trade, even though I was tempted to take this trade from the inside the bar right there, from that supply. Um, Price gave us an LC1 just right there, but I didn't take it because it's not the highest probability one, right? At any moment in this case, we could just go up, mitigate that supply, give us an entry there, and use that as inducement. So I didn't get into that trade, and yeah, price just broke that internal low, giving us a new range now. Um, and yeah, so unfortunate, we didn't get our entry, which is quite sad. Missed it by yeah, a few minutes, few hours. When I came into the chart, price was already there, so my entry was already gone. But yeah, next time if there is any entry, I'll make sure to be in front of the chart, sleep well, get enough rest, not be uh, not not do something while market is open. And yeah, I would have taken that trade. I already marked that level and was waiting for price to push basically to that supply and take the trade. But yeah, I missed it. Happens. That's totally fine. So that's everything that happened with GU today. EU. So I'm starting to think that this supply could just break to the downside, right? I mean, this demand could just break to the downside. We got a CHoCH, we got a small CHoCH right there. We could still see some bullish momentum, but I was still expecting price to continue bearish until we get that shift in structure on the H4 slash medium time frame. All right. So price was there. Was expecting price to continue further down after we got that shock. Yeah, we had that unmitigated supply, but if you go to the 15-minute, that was the unmitigated H4 supply. Price just happened to sweep that high, Didn't have any inducement. This is in a mitigated high, so it wasn't really convincing to me. We saw that high give us a choke right there, but price didn't really mitigate any. Didn't come back to mitigate that supply, and it just broke to the downside. So that's fine, totally fine with EU. Not the cleanest setups. We could still see price continuing to the upside from this demand, sorry, because we're bullish overall on the M15. Uh, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if price just breaks the downside from here, right? Because that's the overall target. But we'll take it one step at a time and see, depending on the medium time frame shift, and then we'll decide and see if price will respect that. But no setups today in EU. GU beautiful setup. Unfortunately, it was missed. I missed it. But um, I'm proud of myself for not really revenge trading or taking any trade. Um, it hurts. It hurts in the beginning when once you see price continuing, especially as yesterday I got stopped out of two positions and then price just went to my TP. Didn't take the third position. Um, Although technically it's still valid, it's totally valid to take it, but I just don't want to force myself or to put myself into positions where I have to take more than two trades a day, because in the long run, I know that it wouldn't be beneficial for me. Although I could have taken that trade and price would hit TP eventually. I just forced myself to not take it. But overall, during this whole range, my analysis was perfect, right? I took, I nearly um, predicted everything that would happen here, right? I took everything starting from like the top right there, um, predicted the move here, predicted the move there, um, but we didn't get a setup entry. Here we tried to take a sell from that supply. Unfortunately, price stopped us. Once we got that shock, price left us with one unmitigated supply. Had my LC2A there, took the trade. Unfortunately, we got stopped out. We only have one extreme supply there. I mean, it's a bit mitigated, but that's totally fine. Have had an LC2A and price just pushed to the downside. Today, price gave us a chalk from supply after it swept the high, right? In premium, mitigated the high, give us mitigated supply, give us an LC1, and price just dumped to the downside. So yeah, I predicted everything beautifully predicted the whole move to the downside. Um, I couldn't, of course, get all the targets that I wanted, but that's totally fine. Yeah, I didn't get any revenge trade in. Stayed focused, disciplined, and I think that's what matters. What matters in the long run. So that's everything for today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see if there is any opportunity. And yeah,